Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Cog Council. How are we all? Hopefully, all of you are having a good Wednesday evening, wherever you are around the world. Hopefully, everyone is well. Hopefully, everyone is still buzzing, of course, off the announcement, of course, that Liverpool have agreed a deal to sign Federico Chiesa. Of course, we're very much looking forward to hearing more news on that, of course. But we do have a bit more news, I should say, in terms of other bits of business for Liverpool Football Club. Of course, let us know your guys' thoughts in the comments. Let me know everything that we do mention in tonight's episode, of course, and get your guys' reactions as well in the comments down below as well. Of course, we are going to talk about Stefan Bajcetic at some point this evening, of course, as well. We're also going to talk about Tyler Morton as well. Looks like he's going to be staying at the football club as well. Of course, we'll speak on Darwin Núñez getting banned as well. And of course, we'll recap, of course, on Federico Chiesa, looking like, again, fee agreed. We're waiting now to get the medical news and so on as well, and get your guys' thoughts more on Federico Chiesa to Liverpool, of course, which, again, like I said earlier, for me, a great bit of business from Liverpool, of course, anyway. But again, let me know all of you are in the comments down below as well. Again, I'm very intrigued to know your guys' thoughts as well in the comments. And again, if anything does pop up, then please do let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments as well down below as well. But let me quickly go back up. Big up David as well, saying non-story. He already has a strong relationship with Pep Linders and has agreed to go to Germany. Well, to be fair, they do play in Austria, mate. So look, we may see him joining Pep Linders in Austria, but we'll have to wait and see, won't we, anyway? But big up Daniel as well, saying that is strange. We need a defensive midfielder, right winger, and a left centre half as well. Well, we're going to get one of the three, at least, anyway. Maybe, but hopefully you're well. Big up Hero as well. Hopefully you're doing well as well. Evening. Good evening, mate. Saying getting excited now with transfers added. Beat United and the international break, which just gets in the way. Yeah, it's very annoying, isn't it? The fact that, again, we've got, we can do so well and then straight away international break. Absolutely brilliant for that, of course, anyway. But big up Ozan as well. Hope you're doing well. Saying I believe Stefan will much better off under Pep as well, says Ozan. More minutes as well. Yeah, I would agree. Does Darwin's ban affect his club appearance or international only? So we'll get into the Darwin Núñez stuff then straight away then, chat, if you want to speak about Darwin first. So yeah, Darwin Núñez banned from international football. It does not go into club football, which is great news in that aspect of things. But yes, speaking on Darwin Núñez, of course, David Lynch, of course, the report came out earlier on this afternoon. But this report did come out saying Darwin Núñez handed a 5-match ban and a $20,000 fine for his involvement in the clashes followed Uruguay's Copa America defeat to Colombia in July. The ban will only count for international competitions as well. So again, probably like World Cup qualifiers and so on, and friendlies as well. So in some aspect of things, again, great news on Liverpool side of things. Again, that it's not club football. It is a ban in terms of international football, of course. But that does leave that remark there, of course, that, again, look, if Darwin gets in trouble maybe one more time, then even club level, that may be, go into even further ban in that aspect of things as well, which, again, it's not great, and it's not a great situation, of course, is it? Let's be perfectly honest in that as well. So look, I'm very surprised that, again, it is just international level. Again, the fact that it is just international level is great for Liverpool in that sense, because, again, Darwin's going to be at the football club. Obviously, he may even stay over for the international break, of course, but it's that sense as well that, look, if there is something that does happen again, then, look, we're speaking about 8 games there. Was it 8 games? No, 5 games. Sorry. So again, if you get in any more trouble, of course it's going to be a lot bigger than that. Of course, anyway. But it wasn't just Darwin who got banned. I think there was 2 or 3 other players who got banned as well. So good news for Liverpool in that aspect of things. But again, him getting banned internationally is a good and bad thing in that aspect as well, to be fair, as well. But does Darwin band? Yeah. So to answer that from Hero, no, doesn't affect Liverpool. Like we've been saying for a very long time. It again, just international break. Just international. It affects him anyway. But Bajcetic guaranteed games at Salzburg. Barcelona are a mess. They are. Again, we're going to get onto the Bajcetic stuff in a minute, of course. But Nunes also banned from joining Arsenal too. I don't get the whole Arsenal thing. Like a couple of nights, was it yesterday, chat? Was it last night that people were banging on about it? And I'm like, there's no chance in hell like that Liverpool are going to even entertain selling Darwin Nunes, let alone him going to Arsenal. And look, people say, "Oh, Arsenal need a striker." I don't care. Like, if you want Darwin Nunes, 150 million, 200 million. In that aspect of things, there's no chance in hell Liverpool are going to let him go. In that aspect of things, I'd be very surprised if we ever entertained that type of thing again. Like Liverpool are in a position now where we're fighting every season for like a Premier League or Champions League. Obviously new manager, but again those standards are still there, even maybe even a bit higher. Obviously with a new manager coming in, so look, there's no way Darwin Nunes is going to be leaving for an English club. If he was going to leave, of course, I think it'd be internationally. But look, I very much still admirer of Darwin Nunes. I think he can still be one of the best forwards in Europe, one of the best strikers in Europe as well. And hopefully, Arne Slot can get the best out of him. And it might be, something like last season. Maybe he takes an opportunity and then kicks on like he did for a big chunk of last season as well. But again, as Olsen's over there, Bentancur and Ronaldo Rojo also got banned as well. Yeah, exactly. So it's not only Darwin that got banned in that aspect of things as well anyway. But I can't believe you get banned for protecting family. So stupid if you ask me. That's just me. Yeah, I can understand those type of things. Again, I think more, obviously at the time, like we spoke about it, I think obviously more needs to be done with the organisers, considering that is the place where the World Cup's going to be in 12 months, 24 months. Lucky it's again, we spoke about it at the time, didn't we? I think you can go back and watch the video when we spoke about Darwin Nunes potentially getting banned. And like for me, there is more questions to be asked about the organisation of what happened. The policing, again, the organisers, there's so much more to it than that. Of course, people go, oh, Darwin Nunes or Rojo and Bentancur, they get banned for it, and they'll be the main highlights of it. But I think with that, it's something as well that something needs to be spoken about it. Sorry, and very much I believe people should be speaking more on the event, because again, a World Cup, a lot more people, a lot more around it as well. And look, if that's the case, then look, there needs to be something done about it as well. Anyway, but. I would do the same if I was Nunes, to be honest. Yeah, I think many people would have as well. But big up Doug as well. Hope he's doing well. Good evening. How on earth have Arsenal got the same price we paid to Giorgio Mamardashvili for Aaron Ramsdale? Again, was it 17 million as a chat or 18 million? Basically, some fake journalist said Arsenal needed a striker, and he tried to find a striker of a favour. Yeah, stupid. Ramsdale 18 million. Yeah, like I've seen it now. I think it's going up to 25 million. Just speaking to it now with a few others, and Arsenal a little bit dirty behind Bournemouth's back. Of course, I think there's a clause. I think if they get over 20 million guaranteed, then they'd have to give a percentage to Bournemouth, and obviously that's not going to happen now as well. So yeah, it's a very an interesting transfer from Arsenal, a very sly transfer from Arsenal anyway. But Doug saying, without sounding too harsh, Aaron Ramsdale is the equivalent of Liverpool having Simon Mignolet. Come on, Doug, give Mignolet a bit more credit than that. Mignolet was a lot better than Aaron Ramsdale. Average keeper who did a job, but you wouldn't win anything with him in goal, but relegated everywhere. Well, I said this earlier on when the news broke. Like, for me, it shows a little bit of a weak mentality from him as well. The fact that he's gone from obviously back-to-back relegations, gone to Arsenal and had some sort of success there in terms of where Arsenal were and where Arsenal finished in the league and so on. Obviously not success in terms of trophies, because look, Arsenal bottled that, didn't they? But it's that sense as well where you look at it and you go, oh, okay, where am I going to go? If David Raya is coming in to replace me, where am I going to go? And for me, I thought, Ramsdale would have gone to maybe a Newcastle, might have gone somewhere else as well in that aspect of things. But for him to go back to a team, look, Southampton, look, they're going to be around the bottom of the Premier League. He's going to be back in that situation in 12 months' time where you'll look at it and go, well, I don't want to be playing Championship football. I want to be playing Premier League football. So where's he going to go in a year's time? I think that's I think that just goes to show personally on Ramsdale in that aspect of things anyway. But yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments anyway. But he's been bearing Arsenal. Yeah, true. Happy with Nunes ban. That'll mean he's available for us. Every clout. It's some sort, Derek, but it's not great, of course, because look, like I said, if he gets in any more trouble, international or even in the Premier League, of course, they'll go back to that, like, oh look, you were banned for this. But yeah, no, like if it means he can work more with Arne Slot, then great. Get him, there, get him at the AXA training ground and get him, hopefully to the best striker he can be for the club anyway. But pick up Zane as well, saying Wolves signing Andre. I'm not going to say his last name because again it butchered. I butchered it a few years ago. Trindada is how you say it. Again, apologies for it. But yeah, Andre is going to Wolves. Should Liverpool go for Joao Gomez? Well, that's the latest rumor tonight, isn't it? Everyone's saying that because of course he's not even in the League Cup squad neither. So again, that then screams out, oh, is he going to be joining a Premier League club, or where is he going? And look, I don't think Joao Gomez is going to be leaving Wolves now, unless of course there was a bid that they couldn't turn down. In that sense, is Joao Gomez an optimistic or optimistic? Again, I can't pronounce words. But is he an option for Liverpool to go for in the market? Who knows? Could be. But again, I wouldn't think so, to be fair. Anyway, but his Arsenal career was ruined when they got David Raya. True. Very, very true. It was funny watching the Arsenal Nunes haters suddenly putting the brakes on. Yeah, it was pretty funny, to be fair. Ramsdale will be playing Championship next season too. Yeah, he will be 100%, Chris, as well. But has the keeper position evolved more than any other? It seems it requires such a specific needs with the way we bait teams onto us. Yeah, no, the goalkeeper position's changed, for the last 10 years. Like you don't necessarily see goalkeepers who are traditional goalkeepers anymore. Again, you've got to be good with your feet, because again, managers will demand you to be good with your feet and to be able to be the extra man in terms of press and so on as well. This is why goalkeepers like Alisson, Edison, like these goalkeepers that are amazing with their feet, like they are sought after. I thought Forrest got an absolute banging goal on. But that's the type of players or the goalkeepers that are the best in the world. You look at Alisson, great shot stopper, but really good with his feet as well. There is no better goalkeeper out there than Edison with his feet. And you look at it, like he's the type of qualities the teams look for. Even Thibaut Courtois is not amazing with his feet, but he's decent as well, and that's what teams look for. They look for the feet. For the feet, they look for of course good movement with the feet and so on as well. Anyways, so like the goalkeeper for me, that like the hardest position in a team, or like the most crucial moment is, or crucial position I should say, is the 6. But the next one down from that is a goalkeeper, in my opinion, as well. Let me quickly does this mean anything? I don't know. There might be something on Mo Salah as well. I'll take a look at that in a minute. But yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts anyway in the comments. Sorry, chat. I've just seen something potentially on Mo Salah's future, so hopefully I'll read that in a minute anyway. But we'll move on then from Darwin, and we'll get on then, of course, to Tyler Morton. Of course, confirmed pretty much now that Tyler Morton will be staying at Liverpool this season. Of course, obviously, a report came out earlier saying that Liverpool have rejected an approach from Bayer Leverkusen, of course, for Tyler Morton as well. Again, not saying again, I'm not saying that again, like we expected him to stay. Obviously, considering again it being reported pretty much that he would be leaving the football club this season. But again, from Sky saying that it's understood that Tyler Morton is likely to stay at Anfield beyond Friday's transfer deadline. And I think with that as well, we speak about Liverpool needing a six. When I said earlier on, we were speaking about on Chiesa especially, but we a little bit went off track on that, and we were speaking about the squad depth and the six. And with that, you do look at it and you go, well, Liverpool have got Alexis McAllister, they've got Ryan Gravenberch, they've got Wataru Endo, they've got Curtis Jones who can play in the double pivots, but they also need another one in there, and now that probably for 6 months at least is going to be Tyler Morton. Obviously, I think all of us said that once the rumours were coming out with both Tyler Morton and Stefan Bajcetic, that surely one of them would be staying, and it does feel like now that's it. That it feels like again Stefan Bajcetic is going to go out on loan, and Tyler Morton's now going to stay. Whether or not, again, that's still going to be the case, it may be in 6 months' time in the January transfer window, who knows? But I feel like as well, like Liverpool have made the right decision by this. Because again, I think Tyler Morton is very capable of playing this position, the Gravenberch position, because again, he was very good for Hull last season. And when you look at the metrics and you look at everything, he does look like a very good quality player who, for me, in the slot system, I think Tyler Morton makes a lot of sense. But again, if this was the Klopp system, then I'd be a little bit, maybe we may want to, get rid of him or loan him out. And I think, look, Tyler Morton's a very good player. And of course, Liverpool were demanding 20 million, but nobody's really come in with that. As well, have Liverpool really outpriced him? Maybe. But again, I'm surprised we haven't let Morton go and kept Bajcetic, if I'm being honest, anyway. But yeah, Doug, that's what I'm on about in terms of his tweets. I'm going to take a look at it now. What has he been saying? Because hang on a minute, chat. Let me read this quickly. Doug, is he on about Richard Hughes in that, or is he on about someone else? Again, I've just scanned over that. I've not. Again, I'm just reading it really quickly. But is that on Richard Hughes, Doug, or is that on someone else? That rant. Again, no. But if we could get Prime Fabinho again, I don't even think we need Prime Fabinho. Like is a Zubimendi, like somebody who we quite clearly targeted this year, is a Zubimendi. Is he a Fabinho? No. He's like, again, he's more of a Rodri type in that sense. That again, Liverpool want somebody who's good, like is good defensively, but also amazing on the ball, or at least has that awareness of being, the first line of defense and attack, in that sense of starting the play and defending the play and so on as well. Like that's what Liverpool need. Like again, Ryan Gravenberch could be that, but I think all of our thoughts are at the moment of his defensive awareness, is that up to par to what Liverpool need. You're not necessarily sure on that. But again, he has all the qualities being an amazing six for Liverpool. It's just whether or not, again, that can transition even through the season to getting even better as well. But Morton staying because nobody's playing, nobody's paying, the money for him. We may as well use him for this season if he is to stay for cup competitions. Yeah, I think now he's back up. I think for me, he's definitely ahead of in the new system with Endo in that aspect of things. But again, yeah, as you say, but then still need another midfielder regardless of what happens with Morton and Endo. But yeah, maybe. Again, if Liverpool have one or two injuries, it doesn't look good, does it? Realistically. But have you seen Salah's agent's tweet? Again, I'm gonna read it in a minute as well. Get your guys' thoughts on it as well. But the great thing is that we do not have to sell any key players to buy anyone compared to Newcastle, who are in trouble with the Premier League, and we definitely need not selling a number 9 to Arsenal. Yeah, 100%. But yeah, he's had a big rant. Yes, it looks like it as well. Yeah, Con, share the tweet. I will again. I'll get the tweet. Hang on a minute. Right. So this is what he's had to say. Let me quickly do this because don't want to take the thing off. Let me quickly think. So this is Mo Salah's agent. So if anyone's watching. Let me quickly make that big screen for you guys so you guys can see that. So what he has said is, if I owned a sports website or journal, I would save everyone regarding time and publish headlines such as Club X signs player Y. Both issued standard statements to the media ahead of the game against X. Coach Y gives standard response, a press conference, and what's he said? And amongst transfer speculation, the club player in question provided standard answers to journalists. He then went on to say, "Oh, and it's also incredible how in an industry, people could despite each other." Despite each other, the moment someone sticks to a microphone in their face, it's all about how much everyone loves everyone. Not saying what you think is one of the things, but saying the opposite of what you think makes you a coward, a gutless coward, devoid of personality. So, very much interested to see what he means there. Is it Mo Salah based? Probably. And look, I think there's, let me quickly scroll down. Has anybody said anything? Yeah, so Ben's up there. Bro just got Mohammed to sign it, which fair play to Ben on that one as well. But look, again, we might see something else on that. But yeah, I don't know about what that anyway. But saying there, is he intentionally calling Richard Hughes a coward? Could be. Again, that will cause headlines. Again, but look at the way his agent behaved. I think there was a few times when we thought, oh, Jesus Christ, like when Mo was it 2 years ago or 3 years ago when Mo was going to sign the new deal? I think everyone was tensing a bit like, ooh, like, what's going to happen in that aspect of things. But look, I don't think, again, it might just be him toying and so on as well, but it would be interesting to know anyway. But yeah, can't share the tweet as well, but loves a rant, doesn't he? He does, to be fair. But yeah, no, it does look like he's calling Richard Hughes a coward, which yeah, fair play in that aspect of things anyway. But we'll move on then, and of course we're going to speak now on, of course, the main headline, of course, Stefan Bajcetic. Get your guys' thoughts in the comments, of course. Let me quickly get the Stefan Bajcetic stuff. So you guys have seen, if you were on the Chiesa stuff, of course, it was breaking news then. But of course, Fabrizio Romano posting saying this exclusive. Exclusive. Barcelona submits straight loan proposal to Liverpool. Straight loan for Liverpool for talented midfielder Stefan Bajcetic. More exclusive details. Loan bid worth €4 million. No buy clause after loan bid from RB Salzburg on Tuesday. Now Barca are trying to make it happen after Bernal injury, of course, which was a very bad injury yesterday for their star DM. Of course, anyway, he did share more details about the deal as well, saying that again, more detail or more on Stefan Bajcetic and the Barca exclusive story, saying that can confirm again that there is no buy option clause included in the proposal. Current bid is straight loan €4 million. fee. Bajcetic would return to Liverpool in July. Club-to-club talks ongoing. Salzburg still waiting as well. That's what Fabrizio Romano has had to say anyway on it. And it also as well, he also see this is James Pearce as well getting his thoughts on it, saying Barcelona are trying to hijack RB Salzburg's signing of Liverpool midfielder Stefan Bajcetic, a season-long loan. Liverpool must now decide which is the best option for the teenager's development as well. And he did also go on to say as well that former Liverpool and Barcelona midfielder Thiago Alcantara has spoken to former teammate Stefan Bajcetic about the possibility of moving to Barcelona instead of Salzburg. So again, let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments, because I think there'll be a bit of divide about Stefan Bajcetic, whether or not, of course, it's, which move is best for him. Of course, both in the Champions League, you do look at Stefan Bajcetic. Again, it's not only these two clubs that have been interested in him. Again, Celta Vigo, I think, was one that were very much keen as well. I think Real Sociedad as well, obviously, was speaking in terms of, the Zubimendi deal. They even spoke about taking Bajcetic out on loan. So, again, which one is the best for him? Again, Barcelona, you're going to be playing at, a higher standard of games, considering, look, it's a league of football compared to Austrian football in terms of Salzburg. For me, personally, I think the best place for him would be Salzburg. Again, you're going to be playing under a manager who already knows what you're capable of. Somebody who, again, is very familiar in that sense. Of course, you already know someone who's there in terms of Bobby Clark as well. So it's not like if you're going to be entering the club, completely unknown of the surroundings and so on as well. So, but it does feel like that this is it's a roadblock in that sense in terms of Barcelona, because again, it's up to Liverpool now to decide on what they do. Is it going to be a loan deal to Barcelona, or is it going to be, potentially a loan deal to Pep Linda's, RB Salzburg? Of course, both Champions League experience, which of course will be huge for him. But it's that sense of as well where you look at it and you go, Jesus Christ, Liverpool, they have a real decision on their minds in terms of, where does he go? For me, I would let him go to Salzburg. I wouldn't send him to Barcelona. It would be a massive, FU to Barcelona in that sense. But I think, look, it's an interesting situation, isn't it? As well, anyway. But just looking at it as well, apparently Leipzig are signing Antonio Silva from Benfica, supposedly. That's an interesting one. Is there anything else? So I'm double checking to see if there is anything else on the Bajcetic stuff anyway. But yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts anyway. Where would you think he's going to go as well? Very intrigued to know your guys' thoughts in the comments. But Barcelona is in a sorry state at the moment. I think he's off to Salzburg if advised right. Yeah, 100%. I would also agree with that. As well. But hello, evening, Cal. Hope you're doing well. Also under a manager who will be looking after the players' health, as opposite to a manager simply trying to win games in terms of Hansi Flick. Yeah, I think, of course, the quality level is there, and of course, Barcelona have shown an example already this season that they are, they're willing to play with the youth. Again, it's that sense of they are very much doing what Real Madrid aren't at the moment. Real Madrid aren't promoting, their youth academy compared to Barcelona, who are playing 5 or 6 players in the academy. Now, of course, this is in terms of, price tags in that sense as well. So look, it will be interesting to see what does happen. I do think he'll go to Salzburg. As Chris has said, but there, apparently there's a flight from Liverpool to Salzburg tomorrow. Yeah, supposedly the same plane that Chiesa, come to Liverpool on. Supposedly that's already booked to go to Salzburg in the morning. So I don't know whether or not if that's true. But again, we will wait and see, won't we? But top team looking to loan our player, what's not to like? True, it is very, very true. But I do think, look, I think it's more or less Salzburg. Personally, I would be surprised if Liverpool didn't send him to Salzburg, because again, he's going to get more game time. He's going to be under a manager who knows, what he's like and what he's going to develop as. And I'd be very intrigued to see him go to Barca, to be fair. but again, it could happen. But Bajcetic is old enough to play for us. Loaning him out means like selling him, but other clubs are curious to his post-injury, is cautious to his post-injury situation. I think like Liverpool want to keep Stefan Bajcetic. They don't want to get rid of him. Like, it's just a loan out because he's been injured for so long. Again, you're going to do this type of move, but again, like we said, it was going to be one or the other, didn't we? Could it be aimed at Romano? What do you mean, Doug? The Salah agent posts? Do you mean? Could be. Again, could be about anyone, couldn't it? Let's be perfectly honest. Anyway, but I think it's more to do with Mo Salah. I think that's the realistic situation, I would say. Anyway, but again, let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments as well. Again, very intrigued to know where you guys think he'll go. I think he'll go to Salzburg, me personally. Anyway, but I think I'm going to leave it there for tonight, guys. Again, it was only going to be a short video. Of course, we've done 2 already today. Of course, there's no new update on anyone. Again, we're not seeing anyone on Chiesa in terms of medical. Of course, we know the medical is probably already taken place, the first part. But again, we won't now hear or get anything now until tomorrow. Probably. Again, it'd be nice to wake up tomorrow morning and obviously Liverpool come out with a statement saying Federico Chiesa to Liverpool is a done deal. That would be amazing if that could be the case as well. So I'm going to double check now before we do go off, make sure there is nothing else. Let me double check. Is there anything else that I have not seen? Because knowing my luck, I will go off and then automatically bang after Liverpool have announced that Stefan Bajcetic is going somewhere, or someone else is going somewhere else anyway. But yeah, no, there's nowhere else at the minute anyway. But again, let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. Very intrigued to know your guys' thoughts as well. But yeah, if anything does break, we'll be live for it anyway at some point tomorrow, even tonight, if there is anything that does break for you guys anyway. But until next time, that's going to be it from me. Till tomorrow, of course, we're going to do Champions League show tomorrow, 5 o'clock. So make sure you are tuned in for that as well. Hopefully, be at 5 o'clock. But again, if not, then check us out on Twitter as well. If you are new, of course, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and all that good stuff as well anyway. But until tomorrow, guys, I will see you guys then. I've been Connor from the COP Council. I see you guys tomorrow. Ta-ra.